everybody, it's me, Timmy Flyers Guy, and welcome to another edition of Back in the Day. I'm your host, Timmy Flyers Guy. Last night, the Philadelphia Flyers faced off against the Tampa Bay Lightning. In the Flyers had their chances in the first period, but it was the Tampa Bay Lightning who got the first goal. Long story short, Flyers got shut out in the second. The Flyers got shut out in their second consecutive game. And I gotta tell you, the Flyers really showed a lot of effort in that game. You can't take that away from them. You cannot take the effort away from them last night. But Vasilevsky in that was on fire last night. He was playing out of his mind for the Tampa Bay Lightning. You gotta admit that. Despite my feelings over the loss, it was a good effort by the Flyers last night. They did everything they could to try to come back in that game. Bad penalty in the third. I don't know, really, you can't tell what kind of penalty that was, but I don't think it looks like a major. I mean, I don't think, well, I don't know, maybe it did look like a rough hit. Probably not the best time to take a penalty in the game, but to make it a 4-minute penalty when the Flyers had a chance to come back is a little suspect to me. It's a little sus to me. And it seems like I've been seeing that a lot lately. When you're trying to come back in the game, it seems like the referees always have the perfect timing. And I mean that sarcastically. So last night, tough loss. I'm not going to make excuses, The ref did what he had to do. I'm not going to blame him for that. He's doing his job. Sometimes they don't do their job right, but still they're doing their job. I got a lot of things to say about last night's game. I want to address the power play. The power play has been a problem for this team. And for the past seasons, the power play has been a problem with the Flyers. The last time the Flyers power play was decent was the 2019-2020 season. They had a pretty good power play that year. Yeah. I don't know if Rocky Thompson was the power play coach in that season, but I gotta tell you what Rocky Thompson is teaching to the power play unit, it's not working. And I see him on the power play. The Flyers, they don't even move that much. They stand still, move a little bit, stand still, move a little bit, stand still, move a little bit, try to take a shot, and then the puck doesn't go in. With a power play, you have to be in constant motion. You can't just stand around and then move a little bit. Stand around and move a little bit. You have to keep moving on the power play. That's how the power play is successful movement. Constant movement is the key to a successful power play. Rocky Thompson is doing a bad job coaching this power play unit. And I really like what Ashlyn Sullivan said last night. I have to agree with her on the power play. The power play has been a huge problem for this Flyers team. And lack of execution was a big factor in the loss last night. The Flyers cannot execute on the power play. They practically have a 4-minute power play that they cannot cash in on. So something has to be done about this power play. Some changes need to be made. Maybe get rid of Rocky Thompson, this organization has been preaching accountability. It's about time that Rocky Thompson took some accountability. It's about time that Rocky Thompson took some accountability for the way he's coaching this power play unit. First of all, like I said, Rocky Thompson, has he ever, in his whole career, been on a power play? Has he ever even scored a goal? Maybe he scored a few, because, even first or they don't score many goals. But I gotta tell you, this power play has been a big problem with this team. Another problem with this team is that they've been giving up the first goal. And it's been happening in multiple games right now, where the Flyers just give up the first goal and have to play from behind. The key to playing good hockey is getting the first goal and getting in front right away. That way, if you get the first goal, you can dictate the pace of the game. And the Flyers have not been able to dictate the pace of the game. And that's been a problem with this hockey team this month, is the fact that they cannot get the first goal. The power play has been a problem. And the power play has been a problem. And there hasn't been much execution on the power play. I got nothing to say bad about Travis Konecny. He's going through a little slump, so I'm not going to badmouth him. It happens to all hockey players. Tyson Foerster's going through the same thing. This just happens sometimes, Sometimes when certain aspects of your game, like sometimes when you don't. I gotta tell you that this happened last season. Like, the power play was really bad in the beginning. Flyers were still winning games. But late in the season, it caught up to the Flyers. And that's why they've been struggling lately. Last night had to be one of the best games, and one of the best effort games for the Philadelphia Flyers. They showed a lot of effort in that game. But unfortunately, they cannot get the 2 points last night. And that, I honestly think that's going to cost the Flyers. Now with that loss, I think it's going to get even harder for this team to make the playoffs. So, I hope that I'm wrong about that, but I just really, at this point, I don't see it happening now. There was some hope. Last weekend. There was some hope. But now I think that hope is quickly dwindling for the Flyers. Flyers had a lot of time, but now time is running out for the Philadelphia Flyers. And that's all I gotta say about that. Great effort last night. But in reality, this team, and I don't see anything happening for this team. I love this hockey team. I'll always be a fan. But I have to be realistic. I realize that this team is probably not going to make the playoffs. They're not ready. They're not ready for the playoffs. If they're going to do this in the regular season, imagine what's going to happen to them in the postseason. So they got to do better, right? But the good news is, some changes are coming for this hockey team next season. So, I'm excited for that. I know the Flyers are gonna keep Konecny. They're gonna keep Tibbett. They're gonna keep Foerster. But honestly, I think that they need to add some pieces to this team. They really need to add some more talent to this hockey game. They have talent, but just not enough. They need to add more to this team. They need to add more talent to this hockey team. And that's probably going to help this team be a better team if you can get some star power on this team. It can really help the young guys look good. And that's all I have to say about that. Guys, thank you for joining me here on the Orange and Black Recap. I will see you on Friday when I recap the Flyers Capitals game. That's going to be one hell of a challenge for the Flyers. I hope they're up to it. Flyers need a miracle right now. If they want to make the postseason, they're going to really need a miracle right now. And as a fan, I like to quote the band U2. And I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. And what I'm looking for is a better Flyer, is it? What I'm looking for is a much better results next season for the Philadelphia Flyers. Hopefully I find that. So like I said, I'll show you guys in the next episode on Friday when I recap the Flyers Capitals game. I love this team, but I love this team. I'd like to see them, and I'd like to see them at least end the season on a high note. Unfortunately, we might not see playoffs. I hope that I'm wrong about that, but it's not looking good right now for the Flyers. I have to be real. I have to be real with you guys. It's not looking good right now. It is not looking good. I will have pregame coverage of that game on Flyers pregame report. Guys, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Let's go Flyers. Let's go Flyers through the good times and the bad.